Hey, welcome! Today we're going to dig deep, and I mean literally, into a topic that's super important for the health of our homes, but is almost always completely out of sight. We're talking about excavation plumbing. So what happens when a plumbing problem is buried right under your feet?
Just imagine you've got a plumbing issue. But this isn't some simple leaky faucet or a toilet that won't stop running. No, maybe you've noticed a patch of your lawn that's just always soggy, or there's a drain that just won't clear no matter what you throw at it. What do you do when the real problem is buried deep underground?
Your first thought might be, hey, I'll just grab a shovel, right? But the real solution, well, it's way more precise than that. We're talking about a specialized service that goes way beyond just moving dirt around. It's a really methodical and careful process.
So let's paint a picture here. You could be dealing with a busted sewer line, or maybe a persistent hidden leak somewhere, or maybe you're putting in a whole new system that needs trenches dug. These are the kinds of issues that your standard indoor plumbing tricks just can't touch. And this is where we get to the official name for solving these deep-rooted problems. It's not just outdoor plumbing or digging up pipes. The professional field is actually called excavation plumbing. And trust me, it's a specific discipline for a very good reason. All right, let's unpack that definition for a second. The words that really jump out are coordinated, site-specific, and protecting property. That tells you right away this isn't a brute force job. Nope, it's a planned operation, and it's all designed to fix your plumbing while keeping your house, your yard, and all the other utilities totally safe.
A great way to think about it is like keyhole surgery for your property. Instead of some massive disruptive operation, the whole goal is to be as precise and minimally invasive as possible. It's all about targeting the exact problem area to cause the least amount of disruption to your driveway, your garden, and your life. Okay, so how does this keyhole surgery for your property actually work? It might seem like this huge, complex job, but really, it can be broken down into a super clear and methodical process.
Turns out, pretty much every single professional excavation plumbing project, no matter what the specific issue is, it's all built around 5 core steps. This structure is exactly what makes sure the work gets done safely, effectively, and gives you results that are going to last. So this 5-step process is basically the blueprint for success. It all starts with really careful planning, mapping out all the utilities to avoid any nasty surprises. Then comes the digging, which is done super carefully to protect any existing lines. After the repair itself, the restoration part is absolutely critical, because if you backfill the wrong way, the ground can actually sink and damage the new pipe. And finally, a thorough quality check makes sure the fix is permanent before the job is officially done.
So now that we've seen how it's done, let's talk about why it is so important to have this work handled by experts. I mean, the stakes when you're digging around the foundation of a property are incredibly high. And this quote right here, it just gets right to the heart of the matter. A mistake during an excavation isn't just some small inconvenience. It can lead to major structural problems and unbelievably expensive repairs down the road.
And here you can really see the difference between doing it right and not. Professionals use focused, careful digging to keep the disruption to a minimum. The wrong approach? That often involves widespread damage and rushed backfilling, which can lead to a collapsed trench or a busted pipe just a few weeks later. So really, that expertise protects your landscaping, your driveway, and your whole investment.
So at the end of the day, what are we really talking about here? It's not just about pipes. It's about protecting the essential infrastructure of your entire property, right from the ground up. It's all about ensuring stability and long-term value. So let's quickly recap the big takeaways. First, remember that excavation plumbing is a coordinated service. It's not just random digging. Second, hiring an expert is your absolute best defense against really expensive mistakes, and you want to insist on proper restoration to guarantee long-term stability. But most importantly, all of this is about protecting those vital, unseen systems that support your entire property.
And that leaves us with one last thing to think about. We spend so much time worrying about what's inside our homes, but those unseen systems underneath are just as critical. So the real question is your property truly protected from the ground up? Thanks for listening.